Hey everybody, Dutch Sense here. It is December 14th, 2013 at about 7:45 in the morning Central Time. And I've got you looking out here in my backyard, and we've got some nice hefty snow falling. And I figured this would be a good time to start getting some radiation readings again. It's been a little while since I've done those, so I'm just going to wait a little while, brew up some coffee here, and charge up the camera, and then take you guys outside for a full 10-minute count on the precipitation. And we'll see what alpha, beta, and gamma particles are being emitted.
Okay, everybody, December 14th, 2013 at about 8:20 a.m. Central Time. And as you can see, we've got snow everywhere, about 3.5, 4 inches on the ground. And I'm out here in my backyard where I've done multiple previous radiation readings. And guys, to get some preface on this, you're going to have to go back through the links down below. I don't have time to go into this video. I've done multiple tests in the past in this spot here in my backyard here in St. Louis and across the country. And I don't know if this is going to focus. It might have something on the screen here, but there's the old civil defense counter, and then I've got both Geigers here, and these will detect alpha and beta radiation, and this will detect beta and gamma radiation. And so I'm going to get that count going. I've got my camera here, and so that's just pointing at the ground and undisturbed snow there. So I'm going to put these counters down in there and get this other camera going. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this count going here. First things first, let's go ahead and turn on this. And I've got cellophane on this to protect it from the environment, obviously. There we go. And this is the actual tube, which we're going to open and expose to the snow. Okay, and we're going to place that right here on the surface as close as possible. Okay, and on the back side of each counter, of the digital counters, let's go ahead and show you guys. Okay, on the back side of the counter is actually exposed, and the pancake plate is fully exposed. So I'm going to delicately set this down on the snow. Okay, get this one going. And the same for both counters. They're both exposed on the back plate. Of course, somebody's got their snowblower going. Okay, so what I'm going to do is set these both for a total timer, and I'm going to get them going roughly at the same time here. So I'm letting them calibrate themselves first. Okay, and you can just see that go out. I've got counts per minute and microsieverts. Okay, so let's get this going. Total timer, both. And we'll set this, and we will set this. And we will place these delicately. Just tap that down there, guys. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to step inside and just listen to this click away until the 10-minute count is finished, and I'll come back out and grab it. Alright. Well, about halfway through the count, and one counter is at 409, 413, the other is nearing 400, and that's normal. Each counter is measuring each area right underneath it, and it's already above what it was last year on a clear day with no wind. So we'll just have to wait a couple more minutes and see what the total count comes out to. The center counter is spiking slightly, and it is giving off a click. And now what we're worried about is small particles of radiation that have come from the Fukushima incident, and they would be lingering in the upper atmosphere for several years, and it comes down in precipitation like this. Past snow readings here in St. Louis have produced high in the 700s range previously, and one reading of over 100 counts per minute. So in other words, you would see that reading there at 485, 487 go up to 1,000. And if you see it, once you see it break 1,000, that would be considered alert level. So right now we're halfway there. I'll shut up. I'm going back inside. Okay, as you can see, the counter on the left now has taken off, and the counter on the right is starting to lag behind. And the counter in the middle spiking up to a 0.1 over and over again. That's pretty interesting to see. The counter in the middle, of course, being the older counter, not as sensitive as the two digital counters on either side. And it's more sensitive to beta and gamma radiation. Of course, now this is not gamma. Most likely this would be the beta fallout remnants, which I really don't even feel comfortable standing out in. Seeing this reading here, guys, I'm gonna have to do a second reading just to make sure here. This is the same spot I've measured in. We're going up over 800 now on the counter on the left, and we've got a few more seconds to go on the count, I think. I mean, we just broke 800, which divided by 10, and that gives you your counts per minute. Alert is 100. There we go. Alright, so 81.4, 74.9, or 814, 749, divided by 10, that's your minute count. And again, spiking in the middle counter, the yellow counter, up to 0.1, steady over and over again. Let's just go ahead and start the second count here. Let me hit save on this file here.